What's up, Rube? It's Little Big Robots back with another video. Hey, before we start here, if you like 2 videos a week covering toys and robot toys especially, subscribe. I think if I get a few hundred a month, which I get close to now, I think. I could be up to 8, 9, 10,000 by the end of 24. That would be great. Maybe actually get a little cash from Google. I get, $50 every couple months or something from my views. But if I add that on, that'd be great. Also, it helps the channel grow, get more recommendations, stuff like that. And I want to keep doing toy videos like that, like this and like others. So please subscribe. That'd be nice. Just go down there and hit the little button. You can give a thumbs up and all that good stuff if you want as well. This is a perfect example of what my channel's all about. A little version of a big robot. This is a line that I've covered before 2 or 3 or 4 times. I'll show you some other examples of this company. It is, I believe they're called Forging Soul. I believe. Soulstone. What does that say? Soulstone Animation Studio, Stellar Knights, blah, blah, blah. But I believe they are, whenever they're listed on BBTS, they're called Forging Soul. I don't know the difference. If somebody knows the difference, please tell me, because it's a great company, and I've now bought, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be the 6th one I bought. It's a line that I can collect, I think, because it's not huge. It's going to be written in Mandarin or Chinese or whatever you'd say, but it's kind of got a transformation gimmick. This one was on sale from the other ones, and it's been on sale for a while for 50-something bucks. It's normally about 80. I can kind of see why, because it's kind of unusual. But it still has the super high quality that I've been getting with the other ones. These have metal parts in them. They'll have a heft to them. Not all of it's metal. There's definitely some plastic bits. That'll have a cockpit. A few of them came with a pilot, and this one did not for some reason. But this is a perfect example I would like, because if I'm going to spend some money, a good deal of money on a toy, I want it to be a high quality one that if I drop it, it's not necessarily going to break, or, it's just got a heft to it. Like this part feels metal here, the legs, that part right there. This one's the legs are the joints are a bit more loose than I'm used to with the other ones, and I'll show you in a second. But that's fine. It still has some really, really cool gimmicks. Essentially, it's a walking kind of tank. If you ask me, if you cut that off right there, it looks like a Battletech. I love that look. It's really cool. It doesn't have arms necessarily. It just has guns. If you had more than one of these, you could probably mount 2 guns there. That would be really cool. And it does kind of a transformation gimmick. I like that it's on the front. It's kind of like in the middle of battle. On the back is another. I don't know what this bot is here, because I don't have that one. You know what? Actually, maybe I do. Anyway, so really cool company from China. So just be aware. This is also a red line demarcating, whatever you call it, our speed puzzling room that we're supposed to use in the contest, so ignore the red line. But anyway, it basically does a few cool things. This is just a nice grippy magnet, right? So it just magnetizes. I actually love the use of magnets in toys. I think there's some really... for when you have to take something apart, you don't, when you have to crack it apart, sometimes it can break over time. A magnet, a strong one like that, just seems to last a long time. You can just see some of the details they put into these things. They're really, really detailed, separated parts. You can occasionally, you'll see a mold line or whatever, but who cares? Who cares? And this one has a kind of a transformation. I'll do it here. Here's the pilot. See, now, it didn't come with a pilot, but here's some of the other ones that I'll compare it to. This is, I can't remember what it's called, another 160 scale, and if you don't know, 160 scale, 160 is one of my favorite scales. It's part of, Rihio here, which is Rihio's 160 scale. This is a plastic line from China. I've collected all of those pretty much. But this guy here does have a pilot. So let's take the pilot out there. And if you want to see the review on these guys, I'll link it in the description there. Rihio, this is about the size of a Rihio pilot. And see, all this is metal here. This is metal here. It's really, really cool. The little pilots are really nicely detailed. They're articulated. They even have crunch. No, they don't have. Some of them have crunch. So let's see if we can fit him in here, because he goes with this guy here. Or it needs a pilot, I should say. And just bloop, bloop. How do we get his legs in there? Okay, got to get his legs underneath there. So let's see if we can do that. Feet first. There we go. His leg is bent up a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Close that. Bam. So it also has this cool little, I'm not really sure why this is a thing, this little uncovered part where you can see the engine or some guts. Just kind of a nice little gimmick, I think, to kind of show you that you can, you know, see the interior. This little gun just simply comes off. Not a big deal, but I'm leaving it in for now. So to do the transformation is really kind of basic. It's not super complicated. You're essentially, you can kind of see what's going on immediately. You know, you kind of essentially just push that down. I believe this is it. Let's see here. Squish this up. Actually, it's the opposite way. Squish this up like that. Rotate that. And like I said, I'm not a huge transforming fan. But, you know, when it's simple and it works, I'm cool with it. I will always leave it in like a bot form. I'm going to flatten that out a little bit. So you can see the feet kind of go up. So basically like that. I like the nice clackiness of it. That's a nice for posing. So basically sits like that. You take that guy, you stick it back on there, and you've got that. You can take these off and rotate them like this, I think. Is that the way it goes? And then you can do this. You take this off, get this little part like back here. Again, it's a high quality part. Pop that down like that. Turn this over. Let's scoot the legs out a little bit. Turn this over. Pop this in here. Oh, and actually these, do these come off? I can't remember. No, they stay there. Slide that in there. Like so. Put this back under here. Wait, does these come off? I can't remember. No, I think it just stays like that. Yeah, it kind of goes under there. Is that what it does? Let's see. I always forget. See what I'm saying? Transformation gimmicks to me. Oh, yeah. So you push these back like this. Yes. So you've got it forward like that, and then you can mount the gun simply in the little hole that's left over. Whatever. Bammo, bammo. Whammo, bammo. Like that. So it, you know, forms a tank, you know, kind of a vehicle thing. To me, though, again, like I said, my favorite thing with collecting bots is bots. I don't necessarily care for vehicles as much, unless they're like the, whatchamacallit, the playset that I reviewed recently. How did this go? Like this. Yes. See how nice and clacky it is? So that's good to have. Did I go like that? Just basically, you're just putting it down, pushing it down, open this back up. Rotating, something like that. Or which way is the front? Can't remember that. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's the front. I always forget that part. Open. I like the feet. The feet are like real sturdy, which is good. Now the ankles are not as sturdy, so that's not good. I always set it down, flatten it out, get it posed a little bit, and then actually this goes up. Wait, which way do these go again? Oh, down. Duh. But you know, either way, and then simply pops into place. Put the guns back. This one was, like I said, like around 80, and it's on sale for like 50. You can see a size comparison there to the other ones. You've also got this guy here is same guy, but colored different coloration. This guy was a lot of fun. Again, nice and metal and hard. He's got a cockpit in here somewhere. It's cockpit. You know, kind of like a sleeker bot, but you can see the size difference there. Like that. And then you've got, oh, this guy was, I believe this is the same company. This is the first one I bought. It has a nice backpack that comes with it. Does all sorts of cool stuff. I think this is another cockpit here. So I believe it's the same company. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's got these really cool feet. It's like like I said, like a kind of like a cop or something like that, or you know, a military bot. This is all like metal. Really, really nice. He has a drone that comes with him. He has a flying backpack, but you can see the size difference. So this guy is definitely larger than all of these. So you know, I can see why he was on sale because he looks unusual. But that's not bad. This is kind of interesting. This is the Avatar. I want to say there's around 140. I don't know what the sizes would be. But, you know, you could definitely work that in there like that. That's pretty cool. This is the same company. This was on sale as well. I think the red is just so bright and flat that a lot of people didn't like it. It's like a fire rescue bot. I really liked it. Again, the review for this will be in the comments or whatever. A guy doesn't, I don't believe a person sits in there. I can't remember. But, you know, it gives you an idea on the sizes here. So they go from pretty large to, you know, standard. But what's interesting about this is you can use, here's a Leo from Gundam Universe. And you can see how, you know, this is what I'm always talking about with lines, is when they're kind of a scale agnostic, or they're not necessarily a really obvious scale. You can combine these guys with random scale. So this is 1 in 140 scale, so like a person's like that big. But you could see a person like that big going in something like this or this. This is a little different because you can see this, you know, the actual mounting area inside there, or pilot area. Other than that, you know, you could definitely see these being whatever scale you'd want. So just a really, really, would I have bought it for the normal $80? I'm not so sure, because it is so unusual, but it does it does have a lot of nice qualities to it. It's really cool that you can just take that and mount stuff to it, and, you know, make a you know, bipedal mech kind of thing. It's just an interesting design. The tank treads actually move. They're really nice and sturdy. So if you're into that kind of thing and the kind of transformational thing, cool. I just like a standard bot like this where it just has arms and legs and can do construction work or something. This is an obviously a military type thing, but, you know, you could still do other stuff and see it kind of just having like a, maybe it walks around and just patrols or something like that. It's not necessarily, you know, goes out and kills everything. Very, very interesting. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I'm adding it to the collection. I don't know that I will like buy it in all. There's a color variation. I don't know that I would buy the other color variation like I did these guys here, but that's one more off the list. If anybody knows anything about this company, or, you know, let me know some more about it. It's kind of hard to find a lot about these companies, especially the Chinese ones. Some of them, sometimes you'll buy something too and there's a copyright issue, you know. So if anybody knows anything about this, let me know. But I absolutely adore it. I love the heavy metal. You can, I don't know if you can tell, it's just like kunk, kunk. You know, they sit real sturdy. They'll hang on that shelf, no problem. It takes a pet real good, no problem. You know, it's just a really fun line that I can see myself actually collecting all of them. So anyway, hit subscribe, all that stuff like that. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.